I just spoke with a lifeguard. He said there's supposed to be 3 to 4 meter waves tomorrow because there's a hurricane offshore. 3 to 4 meter waves? That is not my cup of tea. Certainly not my daughter's cup of tea. So we'll see what happens. There was apparently a hurricane last week, which explains some of the kind of the devastation here on shore. But 3 to 4 meter waves? We'll see. I mean, I'm a great surfer and all when I'm drinking margaritas, but in actuality, I'm not that good, so we'll see. This is what I'm talking about in terms of like just a little bit of hurricane damage on shore. Okay, I talked to 3 people this afternoon. One is a one-armed surfer. I'm saying he got his arm bit off by a shark. Of course, I don't know that to be true, but it's very inspiring to see him out there on a shortboard, no less. He's got like a little paddle he puts on his half an arm. So, like, super cool. Kudos to him. He's from the UK. Anyway, he said because there's going to be a storm, or there is a storm offshore, we're supposed to have 10-foot waves tomorrow. 10-foot waves! And then I talked to another gentleman, also from the UK, ironically, with a bunch of tattoos, like with seascapes on it. Orcas, great white sharks, turtles. He's also said 10 plus feet tomorrow. And then I talked to the lifeguard, and although my Spanish is not so great and his English is not so great, he told me 3 to 4 meters tomorrow. I told him I only go surfing when it's 5 meters or more. Of course, that's the margarita talking. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's definitely picking up. I mean, you can see the waves rolling in from this perspective. See all the surfers? There's one. You can see the other one. You can see another one. I was just told the lifeguards are not letting people paddle out. I'm not exactly sure how they can do that. I mean, you just walk down and paddle out, but I'm told that they're not letting people paddle out. It's not that dangerous out there. Maybe the shore break's a little dangerous because there's wood, and like I got hit by a wood sign. That, yeah, it hurt, but it's not gonna, it's not a reason not to paddle out. I'm kind of waiting for lower tide, and other people are waiting for low tide too. I don't know if the low tide's gonna make that much difference. I just did a ton of paddling this morning and really got very few waves, and just got crushed the whole time. So I'm hoping that the conditions are a little bit better this evening so I can go back out. It's our last day here, so I hope to make it worth it. I'm down here on the water line. Maybe that was just a big set that came in, but it's really pumping out there. It is getting towards low tide. Maybe I'll give it another shot. Good morning. It's Friday morning, last full day here in Punta Mita. The surf is larger, maybe even much larger this morning. I heard there's a storm offshore, so it's causing the waves to be a little bit bigger. They still don't look like, we're gonna kill you type of waves. It looks more like we're big waves, but come join the fun waves. So as the girls sleep this morning, maybe I'll go out there and try my hand at some larger waves. So that was probably my last bit of surfing here in Punta Mita. The waves were much bigger than I need. I spent most of the time just sitting out back, scared of these big bombs that kept rolling in. And when I say big bombs, They weren't that big. Maybe, gosh, I don't know, maybe 10 feet on the back side of the wave. No, not that big. Anyway, too big for me. So I spent my time out the back, and then finally, when I got up enough courage to paddle in, I was just going to try to take one into the shore, and I caught one wave. Didn't ride it very long, but I guess I'll call that a success. So great surfing yesterday, great surfing the day before that. Had a ton of fun watching the girls. I'm sure I'll come up with a summary later, but had a great time. Today, not so much, but that's okay. More to follow.